Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special episode of Football's Funniest Follies, where we dissect the beautiful game's most bizarre moments. Today we're talking about a transfer so strange, it feels like it was cooked up in a fever dream after a night of watching too much Turkish soap opera. We are of course talking about the great goalkeeper shuffle of Manchester. Yes, you heard that right. The man, the myth, the meme, Andre Onana, is leaving Manchester United. Not for Real Madrid, not for Bayern, not even for a team that has a chance of making it past the group stage of the Champions League. He's off to Trabzonspor. A move so sudden, even his agent probably had to Google the location. Just a few months ago, this man was hailed as the future of Manchester United, the ball-playing genius who would revolutionize their defense. Now he's set to make his debut in Turkey, while his former club plays in a Manchester derby without him. It's like a Hollywood star signing a multi-million-dollar blockbuster deal, only to bail before filming starts to take a role in a local community theater production. The question on everyone's mind is what in the name of Sir Alex Ferguson's hairdryer happened? Let's find out. 1. The Onana Saga, a tale of two goalkeepers. Let's rewind. Up until recently, the idea of Onana staying at United seemed plausible. He was, after all, an exceptional goalkeeper according to Pep Guardiola himself. And let's be honest, getting a compliment from Pep is like getting a unicorn to confess its deepest secrets. It just doesn't happen unless you're truly special. Onana had the elite experience, the ball-playing skills, and the confidence to boot. He was the antidote to David De Gea's, shall we say, non-ball-playing style. But things, as they often do at Manchester United, took a turn for the bizarre. Instead of facing Ederson in the Manchester derby, Onana is now set to face him in a completely different city, in a completely different country. That's right, Ederson is now at Fenerbahce. It's like they're a pair of star-crossed lovers, destined to compete, but in a way that makes zero sense to anyone else. They were the two goalkeepers in each of the Manchester derbies last season, and now they're just not. It's like a romantic comedy where the two main characters end up at different jobs in a different country, just to prove a point. The Manchester derby used to be about two of the best teams in England. Now it's about two teams who had their goalkeepers go on an international road trip to Turkey. You can't make this stuff up. Ederson moving to Fenerbahce on deadline day is peak football chaos. It's like he woke up and said, "You know what? I've won everything with City. Time for a new challenge." And by a new challenge I mean living in a different country and playing in a league where I can still win a trophy but maybe get a tan while I'm at it. Onana and Ederson playing a different derby in Istanbul while their old teams play in Manchester feels like a parallel universe. You can almost hear the commentary and Onana makes a save. Oh wait, that's not the right match. Wrong country, wrong continent, wrong derby. My apologies. It's not a transfer saga, it's a transfer multiverse. The Onana Ederson Fenerbahce Trabzonspor Man United Man City Galatasaray web of transfers is more complex than the plot of an HBO series. You need a flowchart and a few hours of free time just to understand who went where. Somewhere, a football fan is trying to explain this to a non-football fan, and all they can do is draw a bunch of arrows on a whiteboard and say, "Just trust me on this." The fact that Onana and Ederson were the two goalkeepers in the Manchester derbies last season and are now doing their own thing in Turkey is both tragic and hilarious. It's a testament to how quickly things can change in football. One day you're a hero, the next you're a headline in a different language. 2. The Amorim effect, a managerial masterclass in mayhem. So what's the real reason behind Onana's departure? It all comes back to one man, Ruben Amorim, Manchester United's manager. He's got a reputation for having a strength of personality, which in football manager speak means he's not afraid to drop a player who's making more money than he is. Onana's form last season was, to put it mildly, a bit wobbly. A low point being a 2-2 draw in Lyon. After a public spat with Nemanja Matic, it's one thing to get into a fight with an opponent, but with a teammate, that's like arguing with your GPS about directions. It's never going to end well. But the real drama started in pre-season. Onana picked up a hamstring injury on the first day at Carrington. It's like he showed up for his first day of school, tripped over his shoelaces, and broke his leg, and then he expected to be Amorim. Amorim, being the ruthless manager that he is, was not impressed. Onana is a big personality, which in the eyes of some at United can ruffle feathers. Translation: he's a bit of a diva. And Amorim doesn't do divas. He's more of a roll up your sleeves and get to work kind of guy. Or in Onana's case, a pack your bags and go to Turkey's kind of guy. Amorim's strength of personality is basically a polite way of saying, I'm going to do what I want and you can't stop me. It's a bold strategy, but it seems to be working. Or at least it's getting him a lot of headlines. Onana's preseason injury is a perfect microcosm of his United career. It's like he was trying to prove a point, but instead of making a spectacular save, he just hurt himself. The universe was trying to tell him something. The fact that Onana was left out of the squad to face Arsenal, despite expecting to play, is a clear sign that Amorim had had enough. It's the ultimate power move. It's like telling your star employee, you're not coming to the big meeting because you were a minute late. The message is clear. I am the boss, and you are not. Onana's blunders against Grimsby Town were the final nail in the coffin. It's a cruel irony that he was brilliant in the Champions League final, but a Sunday League team was his undoing. It's like a world-class chef who can cook a 5-star meal but can't make a decent scrambled egg. Amorim looking at Onana after the Grimsby game and saying, yeah, let's sign a new goalkeeper is a moment that will live in infamy. It's the ultimate I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed moment. And disappointment in football can be a lot more painful than anger. 3. The financial follies. Following the money. But wait, there's more to this story than just hurt feelings and a hamstring injury. This is football, after all. And where there's drama, there's usually money. Onana, it turns out, is set to make a higher figure in his bank account with his move to Turkey. He'll get a signing-on fee, bonuses, and a slightly more favorable tax rate. His income should double. I mean, who can blame him? When a team offers to double your salary, you don't ask questions. You just say, where do I sign? Onana has people who depend on him in Cameroon, where he has opened the Andre Onana Foundation. He's a man of the people, a philanthropist, a humanitarian, who happens to be a goalkeeper. His salary was cut from £170,000 per week to £120,000 per week, due to the club's failure to qualify for the Champions League. That's a huge pay cut, but let's be real, most of us would be ecstatic to make £120,000 in a year, let alone a week. But for Onana it was a big deal. He's not just playing for the love of the game, he's playing for the love of a fat paycheck, and in today's world who can blame him? Onana leaving for a higher salary is a tale as old as time. It's like a guy who's been dating his high school sweetheart for years, and then he gets a job offer in a new city and says, sorry, but my career is more important. We've all been there. Well, maybe not the high salary part, but that's not you. It's me and my bank account part. The fact that his income will double is a testament to how much money is floating around in the Turkish Super Lig. It's like they have a money tree in the middle of their stadiums. We should all move to Turkey and become footballers. Onana's decision to leave to rebuild his reputation and get more money is a pragmatic one. It's less of a romantic move and more of a business transaction. He's not just a player, he's a brand, and a brand needs to be profitable. The fact that Onana was a philanthropist in Cameroon and now he's a player in Turkey who's making twice as much money is a perfect example of how football can change your life. One minute you're playing for the love of the game, the next you're playing for a bigger paycheck. It's a classic football story, and we're all here for it. 4. The fan reaction, a comedy of errors and expectations. Now let's get to the best part, the fan reactions. They're as divided as a political debate on Twitter. Manchester United fans are split, with some viewing the loan as a necessary move due to Onana's inconsistent performances and high-profile errors. He was, in their eyes, a scapegoat, but a scapegoat who made too many mistakes. It's like a chef who blames his kitchen staff for his bad food, but then you find out he was the one who added too much salt. He's the one to blame, but he's also a victim of a bad situation. It's a delicious irony. Meanwhile, Trabzonspor fans are largely optimistic. They see Onana as a major coup, a statement signing. They're excited about his ball-playing ability and hope he can regain his confidence in a less intense media environment. It's like a small town adopting a Hollywood star who's been blacklisted. They don't care about his past. They just want him to shine on their stage. It's a beautiful, if not a little naive, sentiment. United fans are split on whether Onana was a scapegoat or a villain. It's like a whodunit mystery where everyone is a suspect. Was it Onana, the defense, the manager, or the entire club's strategy? The answer, as always, is probably all of the above. The fact that some United fans are worried about their goalkeeping depth after Onana's departure is hilarious. It's like a couple breaking up, and one of them says, "I'm worried about our future now." The other person is probably thinking, "Didn't you just say you wanted to break up?" The logic is completely baffling. Trabzonspor fans calling Onana a statement signing is a bold move. It's like a person who buys a used car that's been in a few accidents and says, "This is a statement. It shows I'm not afraid to take risks." We can only admire their optimism. The fact that Onana has been in the public eye for so long and now he's in a less intense media environment is a blessing in disguise. He's basically going into witness protection. No more glaring headlines, no more angry fans, just a new country and a new paycheck. It's the ultimate escape. The whole fan reaction is a beautiful dance of conflicting emotions. United fans are relieved and worried at the same time. Trabzonspor fans are excited and cautious, and neutral fans are just here for the show. It's a perfect microcosm of the football world. 5. The verdict. A happy ending. So what's the final verdict? Is this a happy ending for Onana? Or is this just another chapter in the bizarre, unpredictable world of Manchester United? For now, Onana is off to Paris, and then on to Trabzon for his unveiling. He's going to a team that's second in the table, with a chance to rebuild his reputation, and more importantly, fill his pockets. He's making a smart move, a pragmatic move, a move that only a few people would have the guts to make. He's leaving a sinking ship to jump on a lifeboat, and we can't blame him. Will he do well at Trabzonspor? The pundits say he has a chance. He's got the talent, the pedigree, and the drive to succeed. But will he be enough to take them to the title? That remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, the world of football will be watching, and we'll be here with our popcorn and our snarky commentary, ready to dissect every moment. Closing thoughts, the Champions League soap opera continues. So what do you think? Did Onana make the right move? Or is this a mistake he'll regret for the rest of his career? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more football banter. And remember, in the world of football, nothing is ever what it seems. One minute you're a hero, the next you're a headline in a different language. See you next time.